Manage your day-to-day. Build your routine, find your focus, and sharpen your creative mind. Compiled and edited by Jocelyn K. Glei and the Behance Network, known as 99U, is a collection of wisdom from 20 creative leaders that doubles as a playbook for the best practices to produce great work. The book tackles what Scott Belsky, author and head of Behance, calls the biggest problem in our modern world, a reactionary workflow. The ideas challenge us to take charge of our day-to-day efforts so we can make a real impact. The book has 4 sections. They are building a rock-solid routine, finding focus in a distracted world, taming your tools, and sharpening your creative mind. The end of each section provides key takeaways. We will highlight each key takeaway and offer actionable ideas from 99U's well-known contributors. Let's get to it. We begin with building a rock-solid routine. Great work before everything else. Do your most meaningful creative work at the beginning of your day and leave reactive work, such as responding to email and other messages, for later. Coach for Creative Professionals, Mark McGinnis, says to create something worthwhile requires you to draw a line between the world's demands and your own ambitions. With phone and email off, block out a large chunk of time each day for creative work on your own priorities. Jumpstart your creativity. Establish associative triggers, such as listening to the same music or arranging your desk in a certain way, to signal your mind it's time to get down to work. Feel the frequency. Commit to working on your project at consistent intervals, ideally every day, to build creative muscle and momentum over time. Frequency builds momentum more quickly, which author Gretchen Rubin says makes starting easier, generates new ideas faster, and reduces pressure because you show up every day. It also makes accomplishment more realistic over time. Pulse and pause. Move rhythmically between spending and renewing your energy. Work in 90-minute bursts and then take a break. Author Tony Schwartz says we are not meant to operate continuously at high speeds for long periods of time, and neuroscience research backs this approach up too. In a world of rising complexity, we need to build in rest and recovery more than ever. Get lonely. Make a point of spending some time alone each day. It's a way to observe unproductive habits and thought processes, and to calm your mind. Blogger Leo Babauta suggests a once-a-day meditation as one way to practice solitude. Don't wait for moods. Show up, whether you feel inspired or not. Author Seth Godin recommends having a practice of showing up regularly and reliably to do work in a habitual way. Don't put off the work that will matter most to the results you truly want to create, whether for yourself and your life or your organization and its current mission. Finding focus in a distracted world. Defend your creative time. Book time on your calendar for uninterrupted, focused work, and respect that time as you would any client meeting. Professor Cal Newport recommends blocking off a good chunk of time for your most important creative tasks, putting the blocks on your computer and sticking to them as you would a pre-scheduled appointment. Focus when you're fresh. Tackle the projects that require hard focus early in your day. Self-control and our ability to resist distractions declines as the day goes on. Research shows that the unfinished morning task can linger like a mental itch, affecting your performance later on, according to psychologist Christian Jarrett. Kill the background noise. Turn off your phone, email, and any apps unrelated to your task. Even the presence of background activity and temptation can drain your focus. Author Dan Ariely says the world tempts us to try to do things right now. Each time you do one thing, even if it seems small, you may not be doing something else that is more important. Make progress visible. Marking progress is a huge motivator for long-term projects. Make your daily achievements visible by saving iterations, posting milestones, or keeping a daily journal. Give your brain a break. Alternate challenging creative work with more mindless tasks to give your brain time to rest and refuel. Problem-solving and invention tasks are considered creative, while simple acts like making photocopies are considered mindless tasks. Editor Aaron Rooney Doland finds this practice enhances both creativity and efficiency. Tap into transitional moments. Take a break from checking your smartphone during transitional moments and open yourself up to opportunity and serendipity. Developing this capacity is a major competitive advantage in this era of constant connectivity, Scott Belsky says. Taming your tools. Keep the long view in view. Post complex, long-term goals by your workstation to keep visible when prioritizing your tasks. CEO Aaron Dignan identifies 2 or 3 complex goals and tapes them to his desk as a reminder. Distracting opportunities, he says, have to die for your most important goals to live. Be conscious of your bandwidth. Let go of certain email and social media conversations. There will always be more opportunities than you actually can take on. Have clear intentions when using social media and be aware of how and why we are motivated to use, says author Lori Deshane. Check yourself or wreck yourself. Distinguish between compulsive and conscious behaviors. Are you acting out of boredom or blind habit when you could be serving a higher goal? Hit the reset button. Make a ritual of unplugging on a regular basis. Turning everything off is like hitting the reset button on your mind. It gives you a fresh start. Don't hold your breath. Be conscious of your body. Breathing deeply and regularly can decrease your stress levels and help you make better decisions. Writer Linda Stone says, we need to cultivate new skills related to posture and breathing when using today's technology. In imagination, we trust. Don't trust technology over your own instincts and imagination. Doing busy work is easy. Doing your best work is hard. Author James Victori believes those who can calm distraction long enough to listen to their own hearts will be the heroes of the next generation. Sharpening your creative mind. Practice unnecessary creation. Use personal creative projects to explore new obsessions, skills, or ways of working in a low-pressure environment. Todd Henry, founder of Accidental Creative, asks, when was the last time you made something that someone wasn't paying you for and looking over your shoulder to make sure you got it right? Wander lonely as a cloud. Make time for your mind and body to wander when you're stuck. Disengaging from the problem allows your subconscious to do its work. Define finished from the start. Keep your inner perfectionist in check by defining what finished looks like at the beginning of a project. When you get there, stop. Don't go on autopilot. Repetition is the enemy of insight. Take unorthodox, even wacky approaches to solving your stickiest problems and see what happens. Search for the source. When the well runs dry, don't blame a lack of talent. Creative blocks frequently piggyback on other problems. See if you can identify them. Among the most common creative blocks are inspiration drought, emotions, misaligned motivations, poverty, and poorly presenting and displaying our own work, says Mark McGinnis. Love your limitations. Look at constraints as a benefit rather than an impediment. Limits activate our creative thinking by upping the ante. This has been our review of the big idea and practice-packed book, Manage Your Day-to-Day by 99U. This isn't a book to read and put back on the shelf. Leaders who value their creativity should refer to it frequently as they build new routines or improve existing ones. Thanks for watching our video review, and leave us a comment below to let us know what you think.